What's up, guys? It's Mama Deadhead, and I am back with a very different type of video. So the first thing I should say in this video is definitely trigger warning in effect for this whole thing. I'm going to be talking about some very sensitive topics, which include, might go into more detail about other stuff as well, but slavery, the treatment of women, rape, human trafficking, like all of this. And I know that you're reading the title thinking, Into the Badlands? This is a discussion you wanted to have? I don't understand. And trust me, I get it, because, you know, it is a TV show. But this is something that I really need to talk about for a variety of reasons. So, whenever I react to a show, I have to be genuinely 100% myself. And if I don't address what is bothering me about Into the Badlands, then it's just not going to be genuine. I'm going to dance around topics. I'm not going to mention some stuff. My reactions might be a bit lacking because I'm like trying to like avoid a gigantic elephant in the room, and I don't want to do that. Another reason that I want to talk about this is because countless people before me and people now don't have a voice on some of this stuff, like especially in the past, but still today we still deal with some of these issues. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So I said in my first reaction to Into the Badlands that I wanted to go into more detail about like why I'm so uncomfortable with watching this show. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is a huge, like, looming element of this show that, I mean, they're all looming. Like, they're all in the back of my head. They're all bothering me. But this is by far the biggest one. And hopefully, by me saying this, maybe you can piece together what I'm thinking before I go into it. And I've already, you know, put a little disclaimer on this video with, you know, the topics I'm going to talk about. There is a Baron that lives in a big white house with his family. He can take as many wives as he wants. He can do whatever he wants. His family has the run of the place. There is the second-class citizen, which is, I guess, the Clipper. I don't know. Again, only watched the first episode, just going on what I see from the first episode. Second-class citizen, Clipper. He gets rewards for what he does, but he still has to, you know, fight and do whatever the Baron says. He is under the Baron's rule. And then it appears that there is a third class of citizen, which is field workers and, like, people that essentially just have, like, nothing. Nothing at all. Obviously, the Baron, like I said, lives in the big, wonderful white house with all the fancy stuff. Clippers get, like, I guess a little edge up from the people that work in the fields, because I think that there was something said about like Sonny moving closer to where the Baron lives in like a better house, so he's like living in a shack or something with other people. What does that sound like? Like, what does that sound like to you? Like, it immediately made me so uncomfortable because that's slavery. You have the plantation owner in the big white house. You have the second class of people, which I would equate to the slaves that worked in the house or on stuff directly related to, you know, the slave owner, and then field workers. Now, I'm just oozing uncomfortable talking about this. Like, I feel so gross to even say some of these terms like slavery and house slave and field slave. Like, I legitimately want to cry. And it's just something that is so hard to watch. And typically, I think that I'm probably going off on a tangent here, but I said earlier that I wanted to discuss this in the first episode that I watched. I said at the end of that, you know, entertainment's entertainment. I can turn stuff off if I don't want to watch it. The Wolf of Wall Street, there was like blatant, really disgusting cheating in it, and I was like, you know what? You guys, my friends, go ahead and watch this movie. I'm gonna like go do something else. that's typically what I do. I'm not going to do it in this case. I am going to continue watching into the Badlands, and I'm going to go into some more details, but I want to say now that all of the things that I'm talking about have happened in the past or are currently still happening. And as much as I want to, and as much as I'm sure everyone wants to, it can't be erased. We can't take it back. We can't say these things didn't happen. We can't say that, you know, people of color were treated great. We can't say that women were treated great. And, you know, countless other groups. There are way more groups of people that are mistreated and have been in the past. We cannot take that back. But we can't erase it. We can't pretend like it didn't happen. This needs to be a topic that is still brought to the table. Like I said, I wish that it could just be gone, that like it never happened. But the fact of the matter is it happened. So bringing this to the table, talking about it, is something that I think is really healthy and really good. It's good because if we pretend like it didn't happen and we sweep it under the rug, something terrible like slavery or the treatment of women, and again, countless other groups, could happen again. And especially other groups. You know, LGBT community right now is fighting to get more rights and do more stuff, and people of color still have issues, and women still have issues, other people still have issues, and this is something that we really need to grow on. So keeping these topics on the table, keeping me being uncomfortable, is a good thing. That means that I'm not going to fall into a category of treating someone like that, or I don't want to. That's just, it's rough. Going into some more issues. The treatment of women. It's obviously, this is something that is personal to me. You know, I'm not a person of color, so I can't even pretend to understand everything that they go through. But as a woman, 100%, I mean, I can of course sympathize with people of color and stand up for them and help them, but, you know, I can't be them. I can't fully 100% understand how it feels because I'm not them. I can just help and use the privilege that I have to help others. But as a woman, some of these things just hit some nerves with me. The Baron can have as many wives as he wants. You know, if you're in a couple that want to bring other people into the relationship, or it's open, you guys can do whatever you want, that's cool. If you're both cool with it. If you're not both cool with it, yes, it's gonna bother me. One thing that just hit my ear wrong, like, I'm not sure if I put it in my reaction, to be honest. I know that it's in the full reaction that I put on Patreon, but I'm not sure if I put it in, again, me dancing around everything in the first episode. I'm not sure if I put it in. Whenever the Baron said to the Clippers, essentially, like, women were reward. Like, gross. It's so gross. Now, I'm not doubting that there are some women that would really want to be with the Clippers because they're Clippers, and if that's so, that's cool. Go for it. But to me, it sounds like rape, and it sounds like human trafficking, essentially, you know, just getting women, using them as rewards. And I haven't obviously been in a human trafficking situation, but I have been in the alternative, and I just, you know, hearing that and seeing that on screen is just a lot. And this is why I said, like, I can't just dance around, like, oh, Sunny's great, and then, like, sign out and see you in the next one. It's just, it runs a lot deeper. So, in talking, sorry, this is just a lot. Let me look. I have a little notepad here. I think I've kind of went over everything. It's just a lot. It's so much. And I don't want to hold back in reactions. If I see something like for example, when he was like, women are a reward, and I'm like, bleh, gross, I hate it. I want to be able to say that, and I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. And yeah, I think that that's it for this conversation. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from, understand why I'm uncomfortable watching the show, but I want to take this and spin this as a positive and be able to talk about this for others and for myself and be genuine to who I am as a person. So again, if I see something that I think is ew gross, I'm gonna be like, really? Why? And maybe talk about it after the episode is over. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be all for this video. I was worried about what the comment section was gonna be, but you know, if you don't agree with me and you don't want to tune in for this, you think I'm wrong, see you later, bye. You don't belong here. If you think that these things that I've talked about are right and good, bye. Don't need you here. Sorry to be so blunt. But yeah, I guess I am going to go ahead and start the second episode and see where this goes, because I can see a very wonderful story with Sunny and his girlfriend, wife. Oh yeah, he's not allowed to actually have a family, so like, girlfriend. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I don't know a lot about the show, but yeah. Let me go ahead, watch the second episode, and this should be going out on Saturday before the episode, and you guys will see the reaction later today. Alright guys, like I always say, think positive thoughts and send positive vibes. Bye guys.